Intermittent fasting is the best way I know how to stay lean and fit. Let's talk about it. I had a day off today, so I decided to do a little hiking in middle of Los Angeles. Now, intermittent fasting, I have been doing it for last 3 years. This is what I can tell you. I feel so much better on it. My body just feels in groove. And when I work out on intermittent fasting in a fasted state, I feel so much more energetic and my workouts just seem to flow better. So, what is intermittent fasting? You fast anywhere from 16 to 22 hours every day, and you eat within the 2 to 8 hour window. You could eat 1 meal, 2 meals, 3 meals. You could have snacks. It's all up to you. Bottom line is, you're giving your digestive system rest. You're fasting for 16 to 22 hours every day. Now, I know that many people will say, fasting, that sounds extreme. But if you really think about it, the idea of eating constantly throughout the day came about through the industrial age, when the factories needed their people to be on the same schedule so they can get the production going. They put people on certain lunch periods, and they were forced to eat breakfast at certain time in the morning before they go to work, and they were forced to eat their dinner at certain time after they came back from the factories, right? So the idea of eating throughout the day was kind of created by us. Now, I want to describe to you how I feel on intermittent fasting. I work out towards the end of my intermittent fasting every day. Meaning, right after I work out, I began my eating period. And I eat between 6 to 8 hour period. And I generally eat about 2 or 3 meals within that 6 to 8 hours. I would say when I work out on that fasted state, my energy level is easily double. I just feel better when I work out on fasted state. Now, I'm going to tell you how I did it in the beginning, okay? In the beginning, 3 years ago, I didn't know much about intermittent fasting. I heard somebody doing it, so I decided to try it. And I didn't do much research on it, so I just jumped right into it. I just fasted like 18 hours a day. First 3 days, I felt weak. Okay, well, the first day, I didn't feel that much difference. But starting on the second day, I started feeling weak. I started having hunger pangs. So, and the third day, I felt really weak. Okay? But on the fourth day, what I did was, I read that some people drank green tea. Probably because it has caffeine, so it gives you energy, right? And also, green tea has some antioxidants, so it's actually good for you. So, I decided to drink green tea on the fourth day throughout the day and also during my workout. And guess what? That did the trick. Drinking green tea kind of curbed my hunger pangs and gave me the energy to break through the adjustment period. Okay? Now, adjustment period. When you first do intermittent fasting, it's going to take a few days, few to several days, depending on your body type. Okay, so what I would advise, if you are going to jump right into it like I did, drink green tea. Okay, I guess you could drink coffee too, caffeine, right? But I am not a big fan of just drinking pure caffeine like coffee. So I did the green tea. All right, but I have never done coffee, so it may work, may not. So I'm not gonna go into it. So that's what you could try, okay? And once your body breaks through that adjustment period, once your body gets used to the intermittent fasting, you will naturally have more energy. You could also ease into the fasting. This is what I mean. You could start out with 12-hour fasting. Now, 12 hours, if you really think about it, it's really easy. Let's say you eat your dinner, your last meal of the day, at 7 o'clock at night. By 8 o'clock, you're all done. Let's say you watch a little TV, go to sleep, and wake up at 6 in the morning. You've already done 10 hours of fasting, right? So in a way, we all fast every day, but not long enough. Meaning, we eat way too long throughout the day. So you start out with the 12 hours, and after a few to several days, you get adjusted to that, you get used to that, then extend it to 14 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours, maybe up to 22 hours if you want. Now, the length of the daily fasting and the eating period, it all depends on you, your body type, your metabolism. That's a big thing. For example, if you have a slow metabolism, eventually you will get better results if you fast for longer period, right? And if you have high metabolism, you may want to increase your eating period longer than the ones with slow metabolism. So you can go like 6 to 8 hours eating period, okay? So it all depends on you, and also your work schedule, your school schedule, your daily activity. Now, the most ideal way to do intermittent fasting, and if you're working out, you want to work out at the end of your fasting, so you eat right afterwards. Now, the reason is, if you work out on fasted state, first of all, your energy level, it will be so much better because your body doesn't have anything in the stomach, nothing to digest. Your body requires a lot of energy to digest food in your system. That's why if you work out on a totally fasted state, totally empty, your digestive tract is totally empty, then your body can use all of its energy in supplying you for your workout. Okay? That's why if you get used to the intermittent fasting schedule, when you work out, you'll feel the surge of energy. And working out on fasted state, your body will naturally release growth hormones, and that'll aid you in getting fitter, healthier, and those who are trying to build muscles, it will actually help you build more muscles naturally. And speaking of growth hormones, the best type of exercises to do on fasted state to help you release growth hormones in your body, it has to have enough intensity. Like aerobics or like low intensity cardio, they do not have enough intensity to help your body release growth hormones. So you want to stick to the exercise routine that has enough intensity. Now, if you want to do cardio, you could do HIIT, high intensity interval training. Okay, you guys know what that is, right? If not, I can make another video on that explaining what that is, but I think most people know what HIIT is. Basically, instead of doing low intensity cardio or aerobics, meaning instead of jogging for like half an hour, you do all out sprint, okay? Anywhere from like 10 to 20 seconds or maybe 25 seconds. Then you could just walk, okay? So you're doing the maximal, okay, high intensity effort for short period. Then you walk it off, or you could jog it off. That's just one example. You could use the same method for weight training. You could lift weights at a high intensity, then you rest for anywhere from like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe up to a minute. Then you do it again. So you're doing high intensity and low intensity. High intensity, low intensity. So that's what intermittent fasting is. Give it a try. I think you will like it. And if you have any specific question, leave me a comment, and if I can answer that, I will try to answer that. Also, if you have experience yourself on intermittent fasting, leave me a comment. See how you felt on it, and if you do anything different than what I do. So that's it for today's video, and I will see you in a few days. All right?